taking Nome's place. Nome will now serve a new role as the special envoy for a new security initiative called the Shield for the Americas. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Nicole. Well, if you've been to the gas station recently, you may have noticed that gas is costing more. This week, AAA says gas prices in Texas jumped to $3.13. That's up 50 cents from last week. The United States military operations in Iran is one reason for the hike. That's where 20% of the world's oil comes from. Well, following the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the Iranian Assembly of Experts decided on a new supreme leader. The son of the former leader was elected on Sunday. Mojtaba Khamenei will now be responsible for Tehran's nuclear program and Iran's armed forces. The decision has brought different reactions from politicians, with President Trump opposing it.
Croatia is bringing back mandatory military service, and teenagers are now reporting for duty. Officials say the program includes basic training and is meant to boost readiness. The first groups are expected to start training later this year.
In January, the postman came to my home, which honestly surprised and scared me a little. I received a draft notice for military service. It said I had to go for a medical examination in February. This means I have to go for military service in May. That is what they told me.
Officials say the program adds basic training and is a part of a push to boost readiness.
Well, South by Southwest is moving. See which iconic Austin venue will host the fun for this year's events.
Changes are coming to the planned Big Bend border wall. More on what this means for the beloved Texas National Park.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Oiga mi amigo, don't mess with Texas. Tira la basura en el bote. En el bote, en el bote, en el bote. Tira la basura en el bote. En el bote, en el bote, en el bote. Somos papichulo, recuerden, don't mess with Texas, y'all.
Beautiful hills and highways of green. Wouldn't it be better if they were clean? Only takes one person to make things right. So join hand in hand and protect our countrysides. One person starts and another follows through. Well, don't mess with Texas. It starts with you.
I'm Whitney K. Lane. Remember, y'all, don't mess with Texas.
Mom and Dad, I promise to save you a seat at all my games. I promise to save you a seat at my graduation. And my wedding, too. I promise to always save you a seat if you save me with a seat right now.
Safety seats save lives. Install them right. Size them right. Point them in the right direction.
Save me with a seat. Save me with a seat.
Learn more at texasclickitorticket.com.
Well, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol removed 2 planned stretches of border wall in the Big Bend region of West Texas.
The changes appeared on the agency's online smart wall project map. Earlier this week, the map showed physical walls, but by Thursday, the map had been changed to show detection technology projects instead inside the national park and areas further east.
Have many reasons to believe that that is not the end of the plan and that they've simply just changed the color on the map. Contractors are still swarming around Terlingua. Guests in the park have been seeing contractors in a helicopter exploring different staging areas.
Local leaders and lawmakers from both sides have voiced opposition to the proposed wall. South by Southwest celebrates its 40th anniversary with a star-studded 2026 lineup. The festival kicks off today and has introduced 11 new featured sessions to the schedule. Keynote speakers include director Steven Spielberg and actress and activist Jane Fonda. The festival will also feature actor and comedian Eric Andre, and Spotify will be celebrating their 20th anniversary with Alanis Morissette. Another celebrity who will appear at South by Southwest this year is Mama Duke. The Austin-based recording artist and rapper became a national sensation last year after competing on America's Got Talent. In 2019, she founded ATX Social Club, a launching pad for local artists.
ATX Social Club started out as a live stream hip hop show, but it's grown as I have. And now we're doing sessions and workshops.
What's really cool about ATX Social Club is you have a couple people that are like, oh, I do these couple things really, really well, or I do these things really well. Being able to come together and everybody lift each other at the same time really builds an incredible community.
ATX Social Club will showcase several artists at South by Southwest today and tomorrow at Swan Dive.
South by Southwest EDU is back in downtown Austin, but this year the festival looks a little different. Reporter Lucero Corona is in the studio with a closer look. Lucero?
That's right, Emily. So not only was South by cut from 10 days to 7 days, it's also moving. South by Southwest has taken place at the Austin Convention Center since 1993. But due to its closure, organizers are spreading the festival across downtown and South Austin. Events are divided between what they're calling 3 clubhouses, where each are located around popular venues in downtown that will be hosting events. One of those is Antone's. The iconic blues venue was the official South by Southwest EDU headquarters. This weekend, they'll host the Superhuman AI Suite, which brings together comedy and several speakers.
For however much maybe the festival has changed, I think what I see is that there's just that many more people who are going out of their way to still do something creative and cool that is, grassroots and still authentically Austin.
Yeah. Antone's is also celebrating its 50th anniversary with their Austin Blues Festival and Antone's Forever Day Party on March 18th, featuring C.J. Chenier, the Red Hot Louisiana Band, and of course, free crawfish. And more. For more information, visit southbysouthwest.com and AntonesNightclub.com. Live in the studio, Lucero Corona, reporting Texas TV.
Thanks, Lucero. Well, with South by Southwest in full swing, downtown Austin is seeing limited access. Here's a little look at the road closures. Sections of Red River Street, 6th Street, Congress Avenue, and West 9th Street are all closed. The city of Austin recommends avoiding downtown during the festival as higher traffic volume is expected. For a full list of closures and alternative routes, you can visit austintexas.gov.
As South by Southwest ramps up, Austin Bergstrom International Airport is preparing for one of its busiest travel seasons of the year. As a partial government shutdown has already caused significant delays at airports nationwide, Austin has prepared itself for longer than usual waits. To keep operations running smoothly, the airport is adding staff, opening a new TSA checkpoint, and urging travelers to plan ahead.
Well, Pflugerville ISD is considering closing campuses and rezoning some schools. District leaders say falling enrollment and budget concerns are pushing them to take a little closer look at how students are distributed across campuses. Officials say the changes wouldn't go into effect until the 2027 school year, but the district plans to gather community feedback before moving forward with any plan.
Some good news, it looks like Austin homes might be getting more affordable. According to Unlock MLS, the median home cost in the Austin metropolitan area fell just over 2% for buyers and nearly 4% for renters compared to last year. Interest rates are also down to around 6%. The president of the Austin Board of Realtors says higher rates can slow down the market.
Personally, in gut feeling, this is just based on my business now and being around hundreds of agents on a regular basis for what I do is in my role with the Austin Board of Realtors. The feeling is it's better. We don't want to get too excited. We don't want to get over our skis right now.
Homes are staying on the market longer, spending an average of 89 days, the longest in the area since March of 2011.
Well, hot and sunny days are in our future as we head into the weekend and spring break. Stay with us for your forecast.
New homes for furry friends were secured last weekend. Find out how local Austin shelters made a difference in the community.
So we all want to be cool, right? Well, here's how to be cool when you hit the trails in Austin. Cool people know that sharing the trail is, well, cool. Do you think it's cool to be that guy? Didn't think so. Cool people keep our parks clean by disposing of their waste. And when hiking or biking, don't be like that guy and stick to trails whenever possible. Being cool is as simple as remembering to respect our natural spaces. Learn how to be cool by visiting austintexas.gov/leave no trace. Stay cool, Austin.
Hey there, Texas. Jensen Ackles here. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But you know what's really scary? Distracted drivers. With their heads down, they're texting, they're swerving, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Not cool, yo. And not safe. And one other thing, it's not legal either. That's right. There's a new statewide Texas law that says you can't read, write, or send a text while driving. So heads up, Texas. Keep your eyes on the road.
Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by TxDOT.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've been pretty sick and tired of this cloudy weather that we've been having.
Yeah, it's been pretty gloomy, but it seems to be improving. How's spring break week looking like, Ella?
It's looking pretty pleasant. The storms a few days ago brought a nice cool down to Austin, which we all definitely appreciate. Well, today marked the first full day since daylight savings began on Sunday, and Longhorns definitely took advantage of it. Students were out soaking up their sun on the walks to campus, enjoying a nice break from the gray skies we've seen recently. Temperatures are on the cooler side today with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 44, but with clear skies overhead. So it was a beautiful day all around Austin. Looking ahead to tomorrow, things are heating up a bit. We're expecting a high of 82 degrees and a low of 54, along with more sunny skies and no rain in the forecast. So another great day to be outside. Now, if you're sticking around Austin for spring break, here's what you can expect over the next 7 days. On Saturday, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 85 and a low of 65. Sunday looks pretty similar with a high of 87 and a low of 39. Partly cloudy conditions and just a 20% chance of rain. Then on Monday, we get a brief break from the warmth with temperatures dropping significantly with highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s. So you may want to keep that jacket handy. But don't get too used to the cold weather, it won't last long. By Tuesday, temperatures are climbing back up, but we'll still have cool nights in the 40s. And by Wednesday, we're back into true spring weather with a high of 80 and a low of 55. So overall, a little bit of everything in this week's forecast. Sunshine, a quick cool down, and then a warm up just in time to wrap up spring break. So lots of fluctuations in our temperatures in the coming week. Emily, you're traveling to Gulf Shores. I checked the weather there, looks great.
Great, that's super great to hear. I'm looking forward to the sunny weather.
The Lady Longhorns are this year's basketball SEC champions. More on this historic victory coming up.
And get those cowboy hats and boots ready because the Austin Rodeo is back. See what you can enjoy for the next 2 weeks.
I don't think it's an accident that I ended up writing music for a living because I think I lived in a house where I saw how deeply it affected everyone in the house. And just how much everyone defined themselves by the music they listened to.
Music as a framework, I think, gave my parents my identity from a young age. You can like any music that you want if it makes you feel happy. And now when I hear certain songs, I think of them, and I think of them in their happiest state, and it makes me happy.
If they seem like they're having trouble talking about something, I try to tell them about a time when I felt something similar.
Whatever the issue was, we would tell them the pros and cons and how important it was that they had come to us because we could always help them. I think the real important point, we always told them, no matter what you do, no matter what happens, we will help you through it no matter what it is.
So we all want to be cool, right? Well, here's how to be cool when you hit the trails in Austin. Cool people know that sharing the trail is, well, cool. Do you think it's cool to be that guy? Didn't think so. Cool people keep our parks clean by disposing of their waste. And when hiking or biking, don't be like that guy and stick to trails whenever possible. Being cool is as simple as remembering to respect our natural spaces. Learn how to be cool by visiting austintexas.gov/leave-no-trace. Stay cool, Austin.
Hey there, Texas. Jensen Ackles here. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But you know what's really scary? Distracted drivers. With their heads down, they're texting, they're swerving, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Not cool, yo. And not safe. And one other thing, it's not legal either. That's right. There's a new statewide Texas law that says you can't read, write, or send a text while driving. So heads up, Texas. Keep your eyes on the road.
Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by TxDOT.
Hi, I'm Henry Hipschman, and it was an exciting week around Texas athletics with some major highs and lows. Starting off, Texas women's basketball made history on Sunday, winning their first ever SEC tournament championship since joining the conference last year, doing so over the tournament #1 seed South Carolina. Texas was able to strike first here from Justice Carlton, dishing it to Bria Cunningham underneath off the board, and Texas up 2-0. Let's jump forward a little bit. And Texas off to a hot start, up 12 points. A turnover here by South Carolina, 1 of 5 in the first 3 minutes of the game. Justice Carlton again, layup in easy. 13 points for her in the first quarter. Then here's this 3 from Aaliyah Crump, dagger to help pad that lead. We'll head right before halftime, where Texas looks to add on just one more, and they'll take a 17-point lead over the Gamecocks heading into the break. Then we go ahead and jump to the fourth quarter. Texas dominating the whole time. We haven't mentioned her yet. Madison Booker, this step back mid-range, sinks it. She was the tournament MVP, had 18 points in this game, and your Texas Longhorns were the SEC tournament champions. Texas is now responsible for 2 of South Carolina's 3 losses this season, and now both teams head into the NCAA tournament as projected 1 seeds, where they would host games in their home stadiums.
And it's bad enough, you know, it's hard enough you have to play a great team like them, and then to get in there in that game, playing for a championship, man, it just speaks so well, I think, and so highly of our kids. They're so tough today.
Now let's take things over to the men's side, where their conference tournament began yesterday. Texas men's basketball's run as the 10 seed in the SEC tournament ended about as quickly as it started, taking on 15 seed Ole Miss. The Rebels were dominant from the start and took a 76-66 win over the Longhorns, eliminating them from tournament play. Texas has now lost 5 of its last 6 games and is currently projected as an 11 seed in March Madness, but will await the selection show this Sunday to see where their fate will lie.
Tonight we struggled to score, having those 13 turnovers. Probably our worst performance. I think if you look at points per game, it might be our overall worst performance of the season when you consider offensive efficiency.
Diamond sports are in full swing, and #2 ranked Texas baseball is off to a hot start. The Longhorns currently sit atop the SEC with an undefeated 16-0 record, continuing their streak after a 15-4 victory over Texas State on Tuesday. In the game, Texas was led by first baseman Casey Borba, who tacked on 2 home runs for 5 RBIs. Texas baseball has now scored double-digit runs in 6 straight games for the first time since 1940. Texas will open SEC play on Friday in a 3-game series against unranked Ole Miss. Bringing the news back to Austin, Longhorns football is getting back in gear after the start of spring practice earlier this week. Some of the biggest news surrounding starting quarterback Arch Manning, the second-year starter, did undergo minor foot surgery this offseason, making his participation in practice limited. Despite any concerns, head coach Steve Sarkisian said he is right on track to recovery.
No, he's right on path with where we thought he would be. Again, we're not in a rush to get him out there. He did some throwing today, not when you guys were there, obviously, but you know, he's right on course. We're just not in a rush.
So what do you guys think? Trying to buy those tickets now, or are you going to wait, see how it plays out?
Well, I won't be here next semester, so hopefully I'll have those alumni tickets. Well, just ahead, an adoption event for the books, how 9 animal shelters beat overcrowding and helped animals find their homes.
Calling all Harry Styles fans, the international sensation dropped a new album and a live recorded concert. Stay with us to find out where you can watch it.
I told him I didn't want to go out with him. The threats did turn to violence. He had a gun.
My name is Jaden.
I'm Zoe. My name is Skylar.
My name is Amaya.
My name is Brett.
And I'm proud to
be a Teen Ambassador of Hope.
And I am proud to be a Teen Ambassador of Hope.
If he asks for all your passwords and your location and says he's gonna kill himself if you break up with him, that's not healthy.
People will wear long sleeve clothes, clothes that don't show them their body just so they can hide bruises.
They were harassed on Snapchat by someone they didn't know, and they were just kind of bullying them based on different things they had heard from other people.
Texas Advocacy Project told me about a protective order and how it could keep me and everyone I love safe.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
I will tell a friend of mine that Texas Advocacy Project did save my life.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Last weekend, 9 animal shelters in the Austin area teamed up for a Name Your Price adoption event. The event aims to reduce overcrowding in animal shelters while making adoptions more accessible. During the 3-day event, 227 animals found forever homes and 100 more found fosters.
Well, Harry Styles' One Night in Manchester is now streaming, giving fans a look inside his sold-out hometown performance. The Netflix special released March 8th documents the live show, capturing the energy of the crowd and key moments from the performance. The film also features music from his new album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally.
Austin, it's time to saddle up. The festivities have kicked off at Austin Rodeo. It started with the annual Cowboy Breakfast Friday at the Long Center. For 88 years, Rodeo Austin has served as a nonprofit, with proceeds going towards scholarships and youth programs. Starting March 13th, those coming to the rodeo can expect special attractions, barbecue, and live music.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories on our newscast, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next time.